Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing really well this week. So this week's activity, we are looking at birds. We have the RSPB Big Garden Birdwatch happening this weekend, the 29th to the 31st of January. And so in your boxes you'll find lots of things to celebrate that and participate in that. So we have got, this is the activity that we're going to be doing today. It's a pine cone bird feeder. So it's nice and simple. You might have done this before at the therapy garden, but we've just put the things in your box for you to have a go yourselves at home. The other things that you will find in your box are 2 sheets of paper, and this will help you to be able to participate in the garden birdwatch. So you just need to find an hour in the day between Friday the 29th and Sunday the 31st. There's lots of details here about how you submit your results. So this is a way of just telling the RSPB what you find. And then this sheet of paper is the one that you're going to need for the birdwatch. So this is a bird identifier sheet. So you can match up what you're seeing to this sheet here, and you just tally up how many you see of each bird during that 1 hour. For further details, if you go onto the RSPB website, there's loads of information on there, and there's loads of facts about each of these birds, and also you might be able to hear their calls if you've got that ability on your phone or computer. So I'll just show you what we're going to be making. We've got this here. So this used to be a pine cone. Okay, so we've just smashed in some lard and birdseed into the pine cone, and then we've got this string attached so that we can hang it somewhere in the garden. We'll probably hang it around this bandstand, or hanging from the branch of a tree, somewhere nice and high. So if the bird food is nice and high, then it keeps the smaller birds nice and safe. Okay, so before things get messy and sticky, first things first, we're going to take the pine cones and your bit of wool or string, whatever's come in your box. We're just going to tie that wool around the pine cone. And a double knot is fine. 1 and 2. Okay. Lovely. Okay, just set that to the side. And you're probably going to want to have some newspaper on your table, or a tablecloth that doesn't matter if it gets messy. Alright. So you're going to take your gloves, that should have come in your box. Okay, and all you're going to need for this is your mixing bowl. Okay, if you just take your mixing bowl, and then you're going to need your lard and the envelope or envelopes of birdseed that you've got in your box. Just going to put the lard into the bowl. And empty that bird seed into the bowl. So just looking here, so we've got the lard and the bird seed. Now, if you just take that block of lard and just break it up with your fingers. The more broken up it is, the easier the birdseed will be able to squish in. Feels good. Okay, and so now I'm just going to just squeeze the seed and the lard together. I want it to be nice and even. So what we don't want to see is too much white. So we want the fat that we use to blend in really nicely with the seed. So we don't want birds that get too fat, otherwise they won't be able to take off. So that's all starting to come together as one big lump. Alright. So just check it will all stick together nicely because we don't want it to sort of fall apart outside. That should do the job. Okay. So next, you're going to take your pine cone and then you're just going to take a little handful at a time of your birdseed and just sort of work it into the pine cone. I'm going to push it down in there. Try and get it as deep as you can. By getting it right in there, in the pine cone, it's going to hold in there better. It's going to stay in there. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so just hang that up somewhere in your garden if you can, or give it to somebody who can hang it in their garden. Okay, now you've got 3 pine cones in your box, so there should be enough for all 3. You might even have a little bit extra, so if you do, just take that little bit extra and you can just make a fat ball for it. Okay, there we go. And that can go somewhere nice and high up in the garden. You could put it sort of in between 2 branches, or if you have a bird table, even better, pop it there, just somewhere nice and high. So you're not attracting rodents and you're keeping the birds safe from cats and foxes and things like that. Alright, now it's nice and cold outside, so these should hold together quite well. Okay, and if you put these up a few days before the RSPB Birdwatch, that should the birds will get used to it and it will start to attract them into the garden. So you should have a good flow of visitors between Friday and Sunday. Okay, we cannot wait to hear what you get up to and see your fat balls and hear about the birds that you've seen in your garden.